Yo, I can't believe it. Like, we're adults. How are you feeling?
I'm broken.
Don't loud it, don't loud it. This is the Becoming You podcast. We're talking about all things adulting.
The good, the bad, and the chaotic.
The chaos, now follow come.
Join us. Let's figure out this phase together.
We're just figuring this phase out one step at a time.
Enjoy the episode.
Enjoy the episode. Welcome to another episode of the Becoming You podcast. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm fine. I can't complain.
Well, I think we should first start by saying thank you to our listeners. Yeah, you know, after the first episode we dropped on Thursday, we've gotten great comments. We've gotten nice feedbacks. Thank you, because we went through hell recording that episode, and I'm just so grateful that you were able to appreciate it.
I don't know. I feel like we did good. It was our first pod, and we did okay, even with all of the troubles we had.
Yeah, we had to face so much troubles actually, but thankfully it came out well. Okay, so you know, ask after me, like, okay, I said how are you? You can't tell Bukky how are you too, you know.
Sorry, I'm on my nails. Don't be angry.
I'm angry. I'm boiling. Guys, I want to report that with you.
Should I pour palm oil? Should I pour palm oil on your head? Sorry, I'm sorry.
I have to report that with you guys. That we joined in late. She asked for permission for an hour. Then she added extra 30 minutes. 1 hour, 30 minutes late. I don't know. I need everybody that knows Dami to apologize on her behalf. Then we can keep it moving.
Is that why you're now casting me? I thought I already apologized before we started this podcast. I'm sorry.
No, they need to know.
You guys, I'm not a bad person. No, it's just circumstances.
Okay.
It's Nigeria that is Nigerian. How are you? How was your week? Last week was a whole lot. Last week was a whole lot.
Yeah, last week was a whole lot.
How was your weekend? I hope you, were able to like get back from the whole stress of the week.
Yeah, my week went well. And it was stressful till like Thursday. I think I was able to get a break on Thursday after posting the episode and all the snippets. Then what happened? I went out on Thursday, so it was really nice. We got to know that we had holiday. You know, we spoke on Wednesday or Tuesday when we were recording, and I was like, I'm jealous of Nigerians, or I was jealous of Nigerians for the public holidays you guys had. And you were like, there's Sounds Wrong. So Sounds Wrong was on Thursday. I did not know. So we got to know on Thursday that we have holidays. So I and my friend Basayo, we went out. Where did you go to? We went to like the city center, took nice pictures. Yeah, that was it. Then how am I?
So basically, you guys went to Pelourinho.
Yeah, we went to Pelourinho. Pelourinho is just so like really nice. Low budget tourism activity. You don't have to do much. You know, just dress well and go there.
Please, that's Salvador's like major source of tourism. Please, cannot be calling it low budget.
Yeah, well. But today, I don't know if I'm good today. I joined service. Did you join church? Did you watch service or go to church today? Why you covering your eyes?
I did not, actually. I did not. I didn't go to church.
No. Nobody's judging anybody. I mean, I did go last week, but what happened today? I just felt like joining. There was this particular church that I joined online, the new church. So I joined their sermon today. They were talking about living a life of purpose, and I started thinking about my life. And the guy was saying, like, you have to move with precision. You have to know what you're doing. I said, what do I want from life? And it was just really nice. And he pointed out something I found interesting. He said, most times you know what you want for your life, but you don't have the resources to go for what you want. And I don't know, it kind of like just stuck with me. But it was like, we can't continue sulking over that. Like, you have to keep moving regardless and find the resources. And then we now prayed for God to give us resources. So I think that just summarizes like my whole week so far.
I'm glad that one of us is joining church, because left to me, oh my God.
No. I don't even know what to say now, because I'm not one to always join service. It just happened that today I joined, and glory to God, glory,
hallelujah. Okay, I think moving on to today's you wanted to say something?
No, I wanted to actually get into today's conversation, but you can move into it.
Okay, so moving on to today's topic, it's something that has over time been a topic of conversation in like some circles, and it's something that I think in a way we have like benefited negatively from. I don't know, how do you put negative and benefit?
That's what, is it not oxymoron?
You put negative and benefit together. It's called oxymoron. I'm literary students.
Oxymoron. You didn't have to do that. You honestly did not have to do that. But
Sorry.
I feel so embarrassed. But anyways, we did benefit if it's negative. So yeah, it affected us negatively.
Potato.
Look at the person that was correcting me just now. Please, let's keep it moving. We're listening. What has
So
affected
yeah,
us?
so it's colorism, right? And growing up
Mm,
as a very dark skinned girl was a bit tough because
mm-hmm,
you hear things like, what should do, boy? Why you this dark? Or you hear black and shine. I like your kind of black way shining. And
mm-hmm.
then on days when I don't take my bath like on time, you hear things like, "Sholo fin where? What shall I do? Hobby sale pots by like things like that." And I mean, how I didn't end up like bleaching myself or bleaching my skin, I really don't know. I think it has to do with being content and being comfortable in my skin color. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't always used to be confident in my skin color. I actually, because at some point it felt like I hated being this dark skinned. My mom is
Uh-huh.
quite fair. My mom is fair, like very fair. So when
Yeah,
I
she's pretty
post,
too. I've seen her mom.
yes. Moving on. I mean, I do look like
Okay.
her. It's just that I'm dark and she's light. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying that yeah, my mom is a fair woman, right? So anytime I post her picture and then I get comments like, where did they see you from? Are you this black? Look at your mom, so fine, so this, so that.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we are humans. No matter how you say these things do not affect you or these things don't affect you,
Mm-hmm.
in some ways it does affect you because you find yourself like thinking about it. Like it could be when you're about to go to bed, you find yourself thinking about it, and you're just like, was like, I don't know. What exactly is it about my skin color that like rubs people off the wrong way or stuff like that? And I mean, it's mentally exhausting having
Mm-hmm.
to like, and then it doesn't even help that the beauty standard these days have to do with light skinned people. You see, get this cream or get
Uh-huh.
this, and then you see lightening there. And then I'm not trying to lighten up my skin. This is my skin color. I'm not trying to be
Mm-hmm.
fair. I'm not trying to be lighter than I am. I'm only trying to take care of my skin. But now, at what point does it, or at what point is it that in the process of taking care of my skin, I start to appear lighter than my actual skin color, right?
You start to glow, and it's called the process of glowing. And you've said a lot that I don't even know. I do not know where to actually start dissecting it from. But I think I should start by defining colorism for people that do not understand what it is. Yeah,
Yes,
Dami
please
has
do.
spoken a lot about like being dark skinned and everything she has had to like go through as or comments she has heard because of her skin color. But I think colorism basically is just like you facing some sort of like discrimination because of your
Hmm.
skin tone, and it goes both ways. Like I don't know. I was thinking about this while preparing for this podcast. That do we say it goes both ways like that? Light people to also get discriminated against because of their skin tone.
Uh, uh,
I felt like it
uh,
was just like talking about racism. Then you're like, it goes both ways. White people also
so
suffer some
I don't
form of
think
discrimination.
colorism goes both ways in the sense that while some party gets affected negatively, the other
Mm-hmm.
party benefits more.
But there was a time on Twitter that we were dragging light skinned guys. Say
These
light
light
skinned
skinned guys
dudes.
are different. They are a different genre of this conversation.
No, no, you're not going to do that. So like I feel like
I'm sorry to light skinned guys. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it
you
that
want a
way.
dark and handsome guy. Like, so,
Well,
okay,
I mean,
okay. So I think it goes both ways. So I
the shade
actually
is coming
think it
from
goes
inside the
both.
house.
So I actually think it goes both ways.
Mm.
When I get darker, people believe like that I'm suffering some form of like I don't even know the kind of
So it means that
challenges
dark
they
is
think
like the
I'm.
color of suffering. So
Do
if you're
you
not
get like
glowing and light, you're not enjoying. Like why?
and
You
there
think
was
it's
this
easy to
phrase
get
that
this glittering dark
no,
skin? Is it easy?
you're a glowing like you have a very glowy dark skin.
Wait, I need to
So
wait first.
Tiffin,
Let me bask in it,
okay,
please.
okay, soak it in a
Okay,
minute.
moving on.
Yep.
No, don't worry, I'm
So
done.
like when I first got into boarding house as a kid, like when I came back home, I got darker. And the comments were like, "Oh, kid, why you this dark? We need to buy iron sponge or something. You need to like take it off."
Ah,
I don't know why we tend to equate being black with being ugly.
do you know that this thing you're saying,
Uh-huh.
there was a point in my life that I actually felt like I was ugly. And I think if you know me, if you noticed when we were in school, then there
Mm-hmm.
was a particular period of my life where I couldn't come to class without like makeup. Like I was
Mm,
always wearing makeup. In a way, I felt this, oh, I'm not really that fine. I can't carry my bare face out. So I need to like
mm-hmm.
enhance it. I need to look like a bit different and all of that. And it took me a while to actually get like really comfortable.
Comfortable
I
in
mean,
your
I
skin.
wasn't I wasn't so disturbed to the point that I would start using bleaching cream. But at the
Yeah.
same time, it was telling on my psyche because I felt like, oh, I wasn't as fine or I wasn't as beautiful as other babes or
But
as other light skinned babes and all of
I
that.
just
So I have
remembered
to like
something that
measure up. What?
you won Miss Foreign Languages or
Oh my
Miss
God,
what?
don't remember.
You actually ran for it and you won, right?
Well, I did run, but it wasn't of my own volition because I got to the department that day and my classmates, I can never forget, Muji and Lola decided that, oh, they got the form for me and I'm the only one that can represent them and that's it. Because it wasn't of my own volition.
Yeah, but you won. I feel like that's the most important part to highlight. You actually won.
Well, I think
Who was the mister then?
I think it was this boy from German section. I can't remember his
Oh,
name.
okay. Okay, because yeah. So
I tried
you've
to blow
you've
out that part of my life actually.
but for real though, like how do you think you've been able to manage the pressure to bleach your skin?
The only way I've been able to manage it is one, I've actually never had the thought to do so.
Why?
Like I don't know. I think again it has to do with my upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is really light, right? But never has she said things that would make me feel like, oh, maybe I'm not as fine as her. Or instead,
Yeah.
my mom taught me how to take care of my skin actually, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
growing up, my mom was very particular about how we looked, how we presented ourselves, and she didn't want us looking
Mm-hmm.
anything short of best, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
know that growing up, my mom would get like the best of soaps and creams for us. And then at some point, I feel like another reason why I didn't bleach or maybe never considered bleaching was because I was so dark to the point that even if I use bleaching cream, go show.
It wouldn't work. I've always been in this state of confusion because I am not dark skinned to know that okay, this is
Hmm.
my color, and I'm not a light skinned person. I know that, so I'll say I'm caramel, but caramel too has like different shades. So what shade of caramel am I? Is it the honey brown or the light? I don't know, and I've used like
Yeah,
different products.
the chocolate and milk caramel. Like, when you have
I've
chocolate and
used
then you put a little bit of milk inside.
to dilute it a
It's
bit, right? Oh yeah. So it's like diluted caramel, and I've had to like use different products on my skin, all in the name of like getting the
yeah,
right glow, getting the right skin tone, the perfect skin tone. And the last time I went light
yeah.
skinned, because me, I journey between being dark skinned and light skinned.
So I journey.
Sadly. Last time
So
I was
I
light
journey.
in 2023, I was really light and I got really nice compliments, Dami. Like I had a lot of people
Oh,
say,
okay.
"Oh, you're looking fresh, you're looking nice, oh, you're glowing. What product do you use?"
So I have serious beef with people that used to say that when you get lighter, you're looking finer. So meaning that when you were dark, you're not fine. Because I don't understand. What's that?
Exactly, that's actually what they are implying. Like that's what they mean. And when I came to Brazil, I started getting darker because I think I began to react to the cream I was using in Nigeria, and because I bought a lot
Mm,
of the cream because I know it was the cream that was helping me maintain my light skin. But when I got here, I just felt
yeah.
like, let me just. I was reacting, then I stopped using it. I started getting darker, then I started getting comments again like, black and shine. What's going on? You're getting dark. Is the sun in that place very hot? What's happening? So it's very, very, and I started feeling some kind of way again that okay, probably I need to journey back into like being light. But recently, I've noticed that I'm getting more comfortable in my skin. Like I was looking at my throwback pictures, and I was like, I look more beautiful now. Why was it that I was really like happy to be light skinned then? I think it's just like social conditioning again, where you
Social
just feel
conditioning,
like,
yeah.
yes, yes, you just feel like having this light skin is the beauty standard.
I mean, and again, it doesn't help that. It also doesn't help that even like social media today, TV,
Oh,
skincare brands, makeup, they don't help either because at some point, I think there was a particular time on TikTok where like dark-skinned influencers were calling out like makeup brands for not bringing out or for not making foundations in their own skin tone, in their own shade. Because you find out that some makeup brands would have like shades in all like the light skin tone, like different shades of light skin. But when it comes to very dark skin shade,
Yeah.
they usually don't get it right. They usually don't get it right, or they don't even have like your shade
Mm-hmm.
at all.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, for me, because I'm dark skinned, if I want to wear makeup and if I want to like wear heavy makeup or something, chances I probably would have to mix my foundation to get like my
Mm.
actual shade.
This-
And it was a lot because even aside from not getting the shades right, the one that now do get the shades right, you find out that they start to have like undertone. So imagine me wearing makeup and then my foundation is looking like I used green or is giving me orange background or green background. So yeah,
Yeah.
it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't help. It doesn't help that social media these days, the beauty standard these days is being light skinned. If for soap,
Yeah.
if you're doing adverts for soaps, for creams, for body creams, for
Mm-hmm.
everything, chances are, or 8 out of 10 times, the person they're using in their ads are usually like light skinned people. I think it's just of recent that they're actually starting to use dark skinned models for like ads, and it's not supposed to be so at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're totally right. I think an effect of this too can be involuntary bleaching too sometimes because imagine you wanting to get makeup products and you can't find your skin tone and or you just innocently want to just get rid of acne on your face and want to just glow up a little bit and you just
Mm-hmm.
buy this cream innocently, then it starts glowing you up. So I feel like most people too have been forced into bleaching. Maybe you don't get to even choose nowadays because it's really hard to even get.
Because you're right, like saying that, oh, you want to get glowing skin, and then you read all the ingredients in whatever it is you're using, and you find out that maybe 5 out of 10 ingredients are to
Mm,
lighten your body or are to like.
mm-hmm.
It's so crazy. At the end of the day, I'll just stick to because I rarely use anything skincare because I'm trying not to have a situation where I spoil my skin
Your
or
skin,
I try to
uh-huh.
like, right? So I'm very careful, like using soaps, using body cream. I don't even use body cream. I use like PS baby oil.
I even do skincare, and it's actually still hard to just find the right combination that would, I don't know, probably just genuinely glow your skin for what it is and not necessarily change the tone of your skin. It's quite
Um,
hard.
I don't
And
know. I don't know. I'm a bit biased. If every lady were to be like me, I don't even think these skincare companies might sell because I am a preacher of if nothing is wrong with it, don't tamper with it.
there
So
is
there are some
acne.
people that
There are
no,
things
no,
that
you're
need
not
to be
getting,
fixed.
you're not getting like what I'm saying is, of course, I know that there are some people that use skincare to like battle like some issues with like their skin. It could be acne, it could be
Mm-hmm.
hyperpigmentation and all of that. I'm not against those ones. What me I'm saying is you already have like a very nice skin. You have a very nice skin tone. Like everything is working well for you skin wise. And then you decide you want to go further, you want to glow, you want to do this, you want to do that because you feel in some way that is not your right skin tone. And then that is the start of your problem because you start looking for different creams that you're going to use that is going to go well with your body,
Yeah,
or you
but
start looking for.
I think in most
Yeah, I'm
cases though,
listening.
like most people when they start searching for skincare, it's because they have a problem already. Like they feel there is something that they need to like just fix. They just maybe have like issues they want to fix. I don't think I'm not sure now, but like if someone has like a flawless skin, I think they'll be more laid back. Majority of people that fall into the trap of these skincare brands are people that have issues with their skin, and that could be like physical
Hmm.
issues that you can see or probably psychological issues, like, but you just feel that there is something that you need to change about how you look. Then that's when you start looking for like these solutions to just sort them out, get the glows. They start preaching like different products. You have one for nighttime, you have one for daytime, you have one for
Yeah,
like
like,
during
is
the
it not
day. So it's a
tiring?
whole lot. It is tiring. It is tiring. And sometimes all you need to even do is fix your diet. I've seen that online.
Yeah.
Fixing your diet, sometimes drinking lots of water could help. But yeah, we are still on this journey because both of us are dark skinned. We'll be talking about
Mm-hmm.
how colorism affects us negatively. So, do you think light skinned women in like Nigeria are actually exempt from the effects of colorism? Do you think like
Um.
it just
Okay.
favors
So
them so they are good to go and.
So I don't think it's neither black noisy white. So I think like there are some group of women within that same light-skinned category that do not fall neither here nor there. So I feel like those are the ones that would get affected. And we both know that the beauty standards these days are like almost white or very fair skin tone and all of that. So those ones that fall in between, you know that there are some light skinned people that are still not light enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like those are the ones that would fall under the people that are adversely affected.
As a dark person, do you think you've ever lost an opportunity because you're dark skinned? Because personally, I don't think I have, in all honesty. I don't know. Maybe I've really not played in terrains where I have to compete with someone that is light skinned. So like I don't think I have like that experience, but I don't know. Do you have something like do you have an experience that could put this into like a very practical like example for us?
Do I have that experience? I wouldn't say yes, but
Okay.
I've been in situations where I've been in situations indirectly where the light skinned person gets chosen over myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
I feel some kind of way, and sometimes I just take it in stride, like it is what it is. I mean, and then yeah, and then it might not have affected me directly, but I came
Mm-hmm.
across a tweet some days back that
Mm-hmm.
said, or sorry, I'm trying to pull up the tweet. So basically, the tweet said, apparently,
Baby,
I'm
about
not
trees
light
low.
skinned enough to run for
Trees
Miss
low.
NYSC. And got me thinking because I checked the poster's pictures and she's not even as dark as I am. So if she that isn't as dark as I am can't run for Miss NYSC,
Miss NYC.
you can
Uh-huh.
imagine how, if I were to be there, how it would have been, assuming I wanted to
Mm-hmm.
contest.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not just, I don't think it's just the, oh, you're light skinned, you're dark skinned. I feel like it's the condescending manner at which
Yeah.
dark skinned people are treated. Like, this condescending way of, oh, maybe you're not taking enough care of your
Good
skin.
care of your body.
Yeah, maybe you're
Mm-hmm.
not taking good care of your body, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And like, I don't know how to put it without sounding insulting, but is really condescending because you get you get comments such as, oh, have you tried using this kind of soap? It will brighten up your face. You're looking
Yeah.
this, you're looking.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that I want to brighten up my face? Or did I tell you
And
that
I
the way my face is, I don't like it?
And I think a lot of people try to give it different names. Like, we already understand that bleaching is changing your skin
Mm,
completely. So they try to say it differently. Like the way you said it now, brighten. So it's like, okay, so I look dull. I look, I don't
exactly.
look kept. So it's like, brighten, glow it up. Like they just say different things. Like you're trying to enhance
What
your
makes you think
skin
I want to
tone.
brighten up my face, or what makes you think
Yeah.
that I'm not glowing the way it is?
So I'm just trying to understand how I got to know, like how I got my own understanding of my complexion. I wasn't one that had the consciousness of colorism or skin color, prior to my first like trip out of Nigeria in 2018. I
Yeah.
think I said like coming to the consciousness and understanding of, how your skin tone is actually an identity of its own, and the more comfortable you are in your skin, the more you can actually, it's just like a glow that radiates from inside out.
Yep.
I don't even know how to explain it. But when you came to Brazil in 2018 too, did you feel like, because we came to Salvador, which is like the blackest city in Brazil. So you see a lot of people like that were our color. But did you feel some kind of
The
way?
blackest city where even the person that you are just like maybe a shade lighter than is still like looking down on you because of your skin color. And I'm going to give you an
Mm-hmm.
example. So there was this particular day where we were doing our CPF.
Okay,
So
so
for
CPF is
those,
like an
okay, I was
ID.
going to explain. I was actually will go on.
CPF is like NIN for Brazilians,
Yeah,
basically.
true.
Yep. Not
Yeah, so
Brazilians alone, yeah, like anyone in Brazil. Yeah.
yeah, for like people in Brazil, for you living in Brazil at
Yes,
that point in
yes.
time, yeah. So yeah, I was going, I think myself and I think Sharon or Shay, I can't remember who, but
Mm-hmm.
it was not
Mm-hmm.
just me. So we missed our way and
Mm-hmm.
I I looked around. It was like my first time in Brazil. I felt like, oh, okay, in a way, the people I should feel safest with, or the people I would feel safest with, are like the people that are like wearing my own skin shade, or are like my own skin color. Like, okay, I see a fellow dark skinned person, or I see a fellow black woman, and I want to go and meet her to like say, oh, I'm going to so place. So I didn't
Yeah.
even bother going to like the white I saw. Instead, I sought out the
Black person.
black person, and then I went to meet this woman, and the woman gave me this once over look, like from head to toe, and then she said in the is vagabunda.
For real.
I'm telling you, like she just held her purse
So
tightly to her.
what's that in English? It's like a cuss word.
Yeah,
Like
kind of like
slut.
vagabond, like something like that.
Yeah.
But that the intensity in which she said it, the way we are translating itself is not giving it that
That
is not hitting. So she just like, and I felt very bad because I mean I was just asking for directions. I didn't do anything. I didn't come like she just gave me like the nastiest look and just insulted me. And then I went back
God.
and I now went to meet like a white elderly person, and this person walked us all the way to the office we were going to. And in my head,
Very funny.
like shapened, because yes, I'm dark skinned. I'm coming from a country
Yeah.
where we don't know what dark skin is, what black, or oh yeah, black. Everybody's black. You're just light skin black.
Yeah.
Do you
Light
get?
skinned. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in a way, I know that I am darker than normal, but I still don't feel a certain way in my skin color. I don't.
I said the way you said it now, like it also speaks to conforming to like this social conditioning. You said you're darker than
Yeah.
normal. So
Okay.
what
So
is normal?
what I meant by darker than normal is, like, oh, everybody's dark, but you, it feels like you're like a shade darker.
Yeah, I get it. I actually get it. I was just pointing that
Yeah,
out.
I
Like
get.
when you
Yeah,
feel
I
like you don't
see.
fit into what
Subconsciously, it's
people
even
see as
affecting me.
normal. Do you
Yeah,
get?
subconsciously, I'm even affected because now I'm starting to see like my own shade of dark as being abnormally dark. So, which is not
Do you
right.
understand? Which is
Which is
not
not
right.
right. Yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
that incident shaped my reasoning in a way, because I felt, oh, okay, so in this country that I'm in presently, if we used to do, you are not dark enough. Yeah, okay.
Do you, like,
Now I know where I stand.
people tend to assume that like there's this form of unity among like black people, like this blackness.
Yeah.
We're
You'll
not
be
saying we are
surprised that
not
it's the blacks that
unified.
in Brazil, it's the blacks that will even sell you out.
No, we have shared struggle, yes, against like white supremacists. But
Mm-hmm.
then we even within like the black movement, within blackness, like there are differences. And you can imagine the shock or the faces of like my Brazilian friends when I told them that people actually bleach their skins in Nigeria where I come from. So like the first time I came in 2018, I had the understanding of blackness. I understood that okay, I'm a black woman, and it directed like my research area, interest, and everything. So coming back, I had that like consciousness already, a bit defensive also, you can't chance me. I'm a black woman, but I can enter spaces I want to enter. So I
Yeah.
was trying to understand blackness. What does it mean to even be a black woman? I started attending like conferences where people just talk about their blackness and all. So I attended this particular one. Then this lady came, very dark skinned lady.
Mm-hmm.
Like she just tried to like defy all norms. She's in the academic space, but the way she dressed that day, she wore like her cleavage was out. She had this very loud hair. Everything you would say that someone should not be in that kind of setting. That was what she was on that day. And she was just like talking to us about owning yourself, your space, your identity. And I was just turning to my friend and I told her that, do you know that seeing people here, try to embrace their blackness makes me reflect on the reality of things at home. And she was like, how so? And I was like, you won't believe that even at home, where we're all supposed to like be comfortable in our skin color, which is like being dark or different shades of dark, or even being light skinned, we tend to always want to get closer to the lightest form of whiteness. And she was like, how? Then I showed that video. Video of all these people that used to bleach chemically, where they'll just pour this like liquid on their body, then they're cleaning it off and they're becoming white. And she was shocked. Like, how people do like they could not wrap their head around the fact that people actually do that.
I know that this thing is not a conversation restricted to Nigeria alone, but in a way, it feels like the old bleaching thing, the whole like taking the old thing to the extreme, is like a Nigerian thing.
That's a
Correct
very
me if I'm wrong.
controversial. That's
Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I mean, I go on the internet like almost daily, right? And
Mm-hmm.
all this lightening cream, all this glow kinikon, all this glow that, glow this, they're usually Nigerians. And it
Have you
begs
met
the
Jamaicans?
Jamaicans are not Africans.
Okay, well, they are not Africans, but like, okay, okay. Did you mention Africans? Are you like restricting to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. I'm
African
saying like, yeah.
continent now?
The point I was
Okay,
trying to
okay, okay,
draw
okay,
from
okay,
is that like
okay,
within
okay.
Africa now, like we know that this continent we are like the blackest
Black.
continent, right? But it feels now that this whole standard of beauty, going to the extreme for beauty and all of that, it feels like it's in. I might be wrong again. Don't drag me. I might be wrong. It's my opinion, and it's probably something I've noticed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like it's in Nigeria that we take these things to the extreme, like the bleaching. I mean, there was a time again. I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I came across a TikTok video where they were
Mm-hmm.
doing semi-permanent makeup, like semi-permanent foundation, where you have to like inject foundation into your skin. It sounds very weird to hear when you say you have semi-permanent makeup on, and you're like, what do you mean semi-permanent makeup? Like meaning
You
that
woke up like this now. You wake up fresh.
you woke up
What do you
like
mean?
this with with foundation under your skin.
But
Like
you know
it's
that
not, I don't
the
know.
beauty, I don't know. I was, as you were talking, I was trying to look for counterpoints, but really I can't really think of one. But I think to just, I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing per se, but you know that Nigeria is one of the most advanced, like maybe country on the African continent in terms of beauty, in terms of beauty industry and entertainment. Because if you
True.
look
Okay,
deep too, I
yeah,
don't
that might
think,
actually be what is
yeah.
swaying my argument.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
right,
in
yeah.
terms of even hairs, weave-ons, like or human hairs and all, I don't think there are African countries that actually are into it as much as we are. It's
Hmm.
insane. Like the way we use it, the way we do it, and we're kind of like just. I think we're very close to the Western eyes. Like we're very like connected. So, and when you're talking about people saying, "Oh, doing this," I woke up like this makeup, it has always existed in the US. I mean, it's been there for a while. So I think it's just coming to this side of the world and we're just like picking up these things
You have a
and
point. You have a point. You do
yeah,
have a
so I
point,
think
actually. You
yeah, I
have a
think
point.
because and the sad thing again is even on the African continent, we tend to like people tend to look down on even Africans that are darker, like probably South Sudanese. Like you see people that are like
Yeah, this thing that you just said make me
darker.
remember. There was one time like that. I was working. I think I was going to work in the morning, and then someone said, no, someone said hi, and I responded, and the person said, "Oh, are you
Mm-hmm.
from here?" And in my head, I'm like, "What do you mean? Am I from here? Like, what do you mean? Like, are you from here?" And I said, "Yes." And I'm like, "Oh, you don't look like you're from here." And I'm like, "Really? Where do I look like I'm from? I'm serious. Where do I look like? Oh, you don't. You look Ghanaian. You look."
And you already know what that means. Do you know?
I said when immediately the person said, "Oh, you don't look like," I knew where he was going. Like I knew
Yeah,
where that conversation was there because it's not the first time, it's not the second time, and I know it won't even be the last time that I would hear things like that. That, oh, you don't look like you're Nigerian. You look like you're from Togo. You look like you're from Kenya. And I'm like, why? Because I'm dark.
I got that when I visited the US last year. So it was like I would introduce myself to people. Then they were like, "Oh, you don't look like you're from Western Africa. You look like you're from like, Eastern or another part of Africa." When people tell me that, "Oh, you don't look Nigerian. You look like maybe you look like South Sudanese or you look like you're from another African country where you know that most of them are dark." I actually take it as an insult, Loki.
Yes, no. Oh, wait. What do you
I
mean you
feel
take
like
it as an insult?
no. It's like, okay, so what are you trying to tell me? I don't
It feels
look.
like a backhanded compliment.
Do you understand? It's actually a backhanded compliment. It's like, oh, you feel like I don't fit into the idea of Nigerians you see on Instagram or you already have in your head. But I fit into this particular, and I'm not no shade to these people because I met a lot of them that are actually beautiful.
Because 5 out of 10 times the Nigerians they've seen on Instagram are like light skinned babes or not as dark as you kind of babes.
Do you understand? And I didn't even know I was that dark, so I was even shocked to be getting those
I guess
compliments.
if they see me, they say I'm from Somalia.
Then I was going to stand in front of the mirror, and I'm like, okay, what's going on, Lord? Like, is it showing that I'm going through one or two shages here or something? So I get it. And even within the Nigerian context, too, there's also the Omojoibo kind of vibe, and
Don't
you
even
look
get me
Hausa.
started.
You
See
look
that one. You see that you look
tribalism
northern.
also
You
comes
look
into
like a
it.
northerner. I have had that one countless times. Like it's so bad that if someone asks me what's your name and I say, "Oh, my name is Zara," I'm like, "Yes, I knew it. You are from the north. We're in the north." I'll say, "Just exactly," and I'm like, "Very good."
That
It's
I
so
can
bad.
imagine.
What do you
Hmm.
mean? Like we are supposed to be a country where these things don't matter, but unfortunately, it does matter.
They do. Yeah, they matter. And it's actually so sad. Like we focus on these really like minute things and it affects like everybody,
Hmm.
kids, older people. You have to consciously work towards breaking free from just being bondage to like trying to meet up with beauty standards that have been set. And thankfully I think we have people rewriting the narrative now, Sha.
Yeah, we do. We
Yeah,
do.
with
We do.
yeah, we have people rewriting the narrative. But we've been focusing on like we're women, of course, so we'll talk more from our perspective. But like, let's move to the male side of things.
We have to do this.
There, there's this propaganda against
We have to
light
do
skinned guys.
this because
There's a
light skinned
propaganda
men have
against like,
traumatized me. I think it's going to be like reverse for the women because for the men, it feels like the tall, dark, handsome men are the ones winning compared to like their light skinned counterparts. Because
yeah,
you ask like an average babe, oh,
woman.
what's your type? An average woman, what's your type? And then yeah, oh, I want him tall, I want him dark, chocolates, this,
It's
that.
like the word is a combo. The description is a combo. Tall, dark, and
Yeah,
handsome.
tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah, TH. So, like,
Yeah.
the light skinned men rarely, I mean, they do get women, right? But then again, it feels like they are not as out there as, like, the women. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so they are
But
not,
then
like, out there.
every other day
But
we still
then
have
again,
men
there
who are
are
also
men that
trying to
bleach
like
you.
I wanted to say that we have men every other day trying to brighten up their skin
Come on,
and
let's not
lighten up
mention
and
him, but
glow.
we have examples, but
Oh, you
we are
have
not gonna,
example.
no, I don't have actually. Let's move
Are
on.
you sure? Nobody's going to beat you. You can't be
No,
after the
please.
mud.
I'm in Nigeria. You're in Brazil. Before they come and look for me. Thank you.
Example is very popular.
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether that person is popular or not.
Do I
I'm
know the
scared for my
person?
safety, please.
But you know that like sometimes bleaching is really unconscious. But before you know, like you just buy one cream and before you say Jack Robinson, you already have dark knuckles, dark elbow.
I don't think bleaching is an unknown thing because you can't tell me that
You don't know you're
you got
bleaching.
a bleaching cream mistaken. Okay, let's say on at the point of getting it, it was a mistake, but at the point of usage, you continue using it. You've been using it for a while, and then you notice that some parts of your skin are having like patches that are lighter than the rest of
And
your
but
skin.
people are
At
telling
this time,
me that
you
I'm
should be able
looking
to.
finer now. No, people are giving me compliments at this point. At the point where
Okay,
I got the cream by mistake, I've started using it. Then people are already telling me that, oh, you
and
look
then
more
you continue
beautiful.
using it.
Oh, you're looking light. What cream are you using? Then I continue. Then I'll be hoping that one day my elbow and my knuckles will match and they will meet up with each
My
other.
God.
It's a whole like it's a mind game
I
going on
mean,
there.
sometimes I'm just grateful to God that never have I been pressured to the point where I need to like
Bleach.
get bleaching cream and get lightening cream or like I'm just so grateful because it's a lot. Because aside from the physical toll it will take on you, it's a mental toll
Yeah.
too because you're
Yes.
trying to bleach from a
Financial too.
financial,
Financial
yeah, because you're
toll
trying
too,
to
because
bleach
it's
from
expensive.
very, because imagine trying to bleach your skin. All of your other skin, like the rest of your skins, are agreeing with what you're doing, but your knuckles, your elbows, your toes,
Never
they are
meet
not
confirm.
agreeing.
Confirm cream. Confirm cream. They'll agree.
Oh my
They
god!
don't have any choice but to agree. Um, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
listening.
yeah. I was like, and then we are not even we've never even spoken about the green veins yet.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Like the
damn it.
green.
Okay. But I was going to ask you too, are there any other like beauty standard that you think you might be pressured to like I don't know,
Hmm.
currently, is there any beauty standard you see that you feel like you don't fit into and you look you want to like be part of, like you look you want to identify?
This is controversial, but then again, I feel like the beauty standard I probably do not fit into is the slim figure eight
Mm,
kind of shape, and then you get to do like the old BBO. I mean, I will never do such a thing. But yeah, But yeah, like
I don't
the
know. I
whole
don't know if I can say never. I will never
no,
say
no, 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 no,
never.
no. No, so I know that maybe at some point, I feel like at some point I'll probably consider surgery, right? But I don't think I'm going to consider
Yeah.
surgery in the part of like enhancing like one body part or doing like those.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the kind of surgery I'll probably do is like maybe lipo, like the tummy tuck kind of
Yeah. Tummy
thing. Yeah.
tucking. Yeah.
And that one will probably even come on to like maybe after like
You give birth.
exactly after the children have come in and I'm done and I'm like, okay, I want to stay in shape and all of that. But aside from that,
I won't lie. BBL babes and girls that have big bum bum are pressuring me badly. I'm under so much pressure.
do
I
not
don't just
let
have the I
yourself
don't have
be
the funds. I
pressured.
don't just have the funds.
Do not
Canically, I
let
had the
yourself.
funds. There was a night I was just trying to like search because I was a bit more chubby than this. I lost weight and so now
Mm,
I'm working on just having like this very flat tummy. But the bum
yeah.
bum isn't coming out. The bum
You're a
bum is
big
not
girl.
it's not
Do squats. Start
it's
squatting.
if it didn't day. I'm trying my best. I am trying my best here. But one day I had to like go and read like the negative impacts of BBL. Just
Mm,
look for the cases of people that had like busted bum bums after the
yeah.
surgery and things like that. To just discourage myself and just console myself, like, all these things will not matter in heaven. Why? What do I
Okay.
want this big bum bum for? My partner is not complaining. Why do I need a big bum bum?
And if my partner is complaining, he might as well leave the relationship and go and find himself someone that has big bum bum.
Okay. Energy. But yeah, energy.
Yeah. The with the way the current standard of beauty is going and with the way everything is concerning the oh, I want to be light, I want to be this, I want to be that. How do we tell or how do we advise the young ones coming up to be comfortable enough in their skin and not be pressured into feeling like they will not be accepted in their own skin tone and have to like become like 2 shades brighter or 3 shades brighter? How do we advise those ones, or how do we more like how do we was I'm looking for a word. How do we sensitize them?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I have a definite answer for that because I feel like it's up to us as a society to undo the wrong we've been doing for
But then as a
generations.
society we are not even looking like we are doing anything
No,
anytime
I
soon
think it's
because
getting worse. It's just
social media
evolving.
is even social
Yeah.
media is even like a hellhole. Like it's a rabbit hole of a whole lot of nonsense. Sorry to say. Like you have to literally curate what you want to see. For example, now on my say for my on my TikTok on my Twitter, I literally have to like mute certain words or certain videos just because I don't want to see them and just because I want to curate my page to have like
Uh-huh.
certain because it's a lot. It is really a lot. Because I mean, even as adults, you're getting pressured, not to talk of younger ones coming up.
I think what we can do for younger people coming up is like now we've tried to speak on it. I don't know if you've said anything to help them understand that they need to love their skin, but like just within your circle, I think the change just one person at a time, yeah. You
Yeah.
know, talking to people, giving compliments without them having to ask from you.
Mm,
We have younger siblings that might be suffering from these things, but instead of telling your
true.
sister or your younger one to, get a better cream, give better compliments. Oh, you look good this way. Oh, you're nice. So I think it just goes with like talking about it, giving compliments, we learning to embrace our skin, our even talk about the doubts we have about our skin tone publicly so could
Yeah.
help somebody. So they understand that they are not alone. Like it's normal for you to feel pressured. It's normal for you to think about it's like, okay, why I was born light, my baby picture, I was an Oimbo. Why am I dark now?
I was never even born white. Like my parents knew right from when I was a baby that this one is going to be dark.
The first time I
I
saw a
I
dark
think
baby, I
I'm
was
amongst
shocked.
the few babies that were born like dark skinned because I feel like babies usually come out light skinned.
That was what I believed until I saw my cousin. I have a cousin that was born like dark, and I was really shocked. I was like, "Oh, so they are like dark babies." So
Yeah.
yeah, I
So
think we should normalize
right
it
from when I
more.
was and then speaking of babies,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something we need to touch on. Like the
Yeah, what's
beauty
that?
standard has gotten so bad to the point that mothers are bleaching their children. Like you see a mother
Installing
bleaching
frontal
a
for their
1-year-old,
babies.
2-year-old. I'm not even talking of, you see that hair one, that one is even a separate discussion for another day. I'm even focusing on the bleaching part now. Like, why are you as a mother bleaching your child? Because these bleaching cream are very, very strong. The chemicals in it are not skin friendly over time. Now,
Yeah.
as
I
adult,
think
as adults, you're reacting to it. How do you feel a child that their skin hasn't even developed? How do you think it's going to affect them like later in future? Because how are you as a mother looking for brightening cream for your child?
one thing we need to understand is we are the ones that will become the mothers of tomorrow. So
True.
imagine someone who has always like not been comfortable in their skin, and someone who always believed that they were born light, but their parents did not take care of them. That's why they became dark. So when that kind of person has a kid of their own, their focus is, I don't want my child to lose that initial birth like fairness, that skin color that the child had at birth. And then you start using like
But
all sorts of
it's not going to
chemicals.
remain that way.
Exactly. Sadly, they do not know that. So I feel like it's ignorance. Like a lot of them are just like they're just babies
I
having
mean,
babies, and
growing up, the our parents that used to use ade agbon, that's coconut oil, and shea butter for us, they didn't have two heads now. I mean, growing up, it was one of the things that scarred me growing up because I hated the smell of shea butter. Because growing up, it was either Vaseline or shea butter, like shea butter, locally
uh-huh,
made shea butter, not even the fancy
the
one that they
one
are
with paint
selling
or
now. Like the
something.
locally made shea butter that you do, once you rub it on your body like this, people can smell you a mile away that you use shea butter to rub your body.
The smell is terrible. Yeah.
Like those are the things I grew up on. Those are like the kind of like body.
No, they're even baby oils. Like they're baby oils that do
Exactly,
not
they're
have
baby
like this
oils. Why do you
strong,
feel the necessity
yeah,
to like bleach your baby's skin? It's
preserving. They are
terrible.
preserving the baby's skin from birth. Like it's like they're preserving that heaven skin. So I think
Okay.
people just need to speak more on the side effects, honestly, because like you need to understand that it's okay for your baby to be dark. It doesn't make them ugly. Being dark does not
Right?
equate being ugly. Yeah, so people just
Right?
need to speak
Yeah.
more on it. And I don't
Okay.
think it's even getting better with our generation,
I'm
honestly,
not
like
sure
in
it
all
is
honesty.
honestly. I feel like everything's just falling apart. Everything's
It is
just going
things fall
to
apart. Original one, like
like
things are
things
actually
really fall
falling.
apart because it feels like while we are opened to like a lot of things now, and at some point it felt like okay, we were sensitive to some things. At the same time, it feels like we are very insensitive now. So it's like we are on two
Mm,
extremes. Is either you are not sensitive, is either you're on the sensitive extreme or you're on the
you're hyper
insensitive.
or you are not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just, and now it feels like there's no even middle ground anymore. Is either you have to be here or you have to be there. There is no
Yes.
there is no
So,
middle.
someone, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and one guy was talking about it that now, like, you just have to be here or there. You can't be on the fence anymore. You can't say, "Oh,
They've
okay, let me
broken the fence,
observe."
though. They have
They've
broken the
broken it.
fence. Is either
It's
you're on
either
this
you're
side or
doing
you're
it
on that
or you're
side.
not. Yeah,
Exactly. Sad.
sadly, that's the reality we have to live with. But if you could go back and talk to that your younger self that was that had self doubts about her beauty, about the way she
Hmm.
looks, about her skin tone, what message would you give your younger self?
I would say that is putting me on the spot because now my brain went blank. But yeah, I would say that it will get better.
The
You,
skin tone
no, like
or your confidence?
confidence. It will get better.
Okay.
You are seen, you are loved, you are heard,
Yeah.
and don't, because of your skin tone or because of your skin color, diminish your light, or
Mm-hmm.
don't let others diminish the light that you have in you based off of your skin tone. You can do it.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is you set your whatever pageantry you set your heart to or you set your mind to do, you can
Okay.
do
Ex
it.
beauty queen. Shit. My God. But yeah.
whatever talk show you want to do and you feel like, oh, I'm not light skinned enough to like do this talk show. You
Mm-hmm.
can definitely do it. You just have
Yeah.
to do you and then the world would
I
succumb
just
and they will
yeah.
adjust. Yeah.
Me, I have to advise. I don't know. I have two advice I would have given myself. Like, I think the first one would be do everything you did. At some point, you get to know that being black is fine. wouldn't have changed anything because it was
Yeah.
nice to explore those other colors. Then
To not
get to
explore
realize.
those other colors. You're sounding like someone with coat of many colors.
Honestly, I've been many colors. Then you get to find yourself. Or I could
Mm.
just be like, just be more laid back. You don't have to look for solutions
Yeah.
when there are like, having acne too is part of like puberty. You
Yeah.
would have it. It would go, just probably
Except,
focus
wait,
more.
hold on. Having acne is part of puberty, except if you're blessed with a family where they never have a case of acne.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And just
Mm.
like that's like a very rare case. Like I don't know. It's
I'm an example.
oh, I get this. I get it now. I get it now. I get. You see
Yeah,
the
and
pride. You smell the pride.
another advice is the journey to self discovery starts within. It doesn't start from the hearsays, the naysayers.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't start from around you. It starts from inside of you. It starts from within. So who you want to be, where you want to be, what you want to do, everything is inside of you. You just have to
Yeah.
be ready for that journey and
I
take it.
mean, is it
Yeah.
still complex what we're talking about? Hey,
Sorry?
because are we still talking about light skin, dark skin?
Yes, now, do you know how mentally exhausting it can be
No,
having
it's
to get
actually yeah.
rejected, having to get rejected over the.
Or being rejected by a partner too because of your skin tone
Yeah,
and
exactly.
everything.
That we
So
didn't even talk
it
on
has
that.
it has
We didn't talk on
mental
that.
impact. Have you lost a guy because of your skin tone?
Fortunately, no. But then again, you see, I don't know. I feel you can't. Well, it's not a black no white situation because you can't fault people for their preferences, right?
Oh no, you can't. Uh-huh.
But then again, you see like guys that would literally tell you you're not my type because like so it's a different way when it is said with like love and respect that oh okay I don't date dark skinned girls, right? But
Uh-huh.
it's an entirely different conversation or different situation when while telling you that you're not their type or you're not light skinned enough for them, they're also putting you down and being condescending to you. Do you get like you know even fine reach my you know even fine reach the babes where they take now like you see my babe clear fine fresh and then when you see the babe
Yeah.
they're talking about they're always light skinned and then you're there wondering oh is it because I'm dark because obviously you know that you are fine but then you're feeling like
Yeah.
oh it's because you are dark skinned that's
Mm-hmm.
do you understand so yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's social. Like, so let's. I think we should just try to, as people, as a listener of this podcast, try to be kind to people.
Yeah.
You can tell people that oh, they are not your like they are not your particular type, or yeah, they are not your type. But you don't have to be very condescending about
Or
it. I
better
mean,
yet, even if they are not your type, why you move to them in the first place? Don't even move to them if you know they are not your type. It doesn't. It's not
no.
fair to move
What if it's
to.
the girl that likes the guy? Now. What if it's the girl that likes the guy and it's the girl that is obviously
Well,
the guy, or
true. That's a
and what
point.
if
That's
the
a point.
listener, yeah, what if it's you? I feel like we should also put it into consideration that guys to actually go through like the effects or bad effects of colorism. So what if it's a girl listening to us now and she has this light guy, trying to like date her and she wants a dark guy? So just be nice. Be
Again,
nice with your compliment.
you can always turn them down without actually
Yeah,
mentioning that. Oh, it is because you are light skinned. I mean, okay, I'm not
well, there's
interested. Is I'm
that
not
too.
interested.
Well, there's that too.
I'm not
There's
interested.
that
Is I'm not
too.
interested. I'm not ready for this, I'm not ready for that. I mean, there are so many ways you can turn a guy down without, or turn a lady down without having to put her down, or without having to be
Yeah.
disrespectful about it.
Because comments like that in the long run actually affects
Yeah,
oneself.
it does.
So
It does.
yeah, you can as well just make the world a better place and just be diplomatic about it.
Make it a
Be
better
diplomatic
place.
about. I think our time is up already
It
and we have to go.
is. It is.
But
It
before we go, I think we should appreciate our listeners more and beg them to subscribe,
is. People should
follow,
subscribe.
like, what,
Yeah.
and join the conversation. What question can we
Yeah.
ask them? Have you ever? What kind of question can we ask them so they can just share their experiences with us?
I think we can ask them to, as dark skinned people or as a light skinned person or as a dark skinned person, what their experiences have been on either side of the line, as a dark-skinned person, how has it affected you or benefited you
Yeah.
being dark? And as a light-skinned person, how has it affected you
Or how
either
have you
being light or
benefited from it?
benefited you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you actually like, I don't know, we've said so many things, and I feel like we said some things that we could be dragged for. But if you agree or you don't agree with some things or points raised during our conversation, you can just like leave your comments, stating your
Yeah.
opinion. The point
Yeah.
of this is
Please
for
don't
us to
insult
like
us.
have
So we
like,
used to cry if you insult us.
please, like Gabby said, don't insult us. So yeah, I think that's all for today's episode. Like we said, please follow, rate us 5 star only. 5 star
Yes.
only on Spotify. You're cherished, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. I should carry yourself like confidently too. And sadly, we'll not be able to post like the full version of the podcast, like video version of the podcast on YouTube because we had some technical issues. So yeah, I think
You
you have
can
something to
listen
report.
to the full pod on Spotify.
Yeah, on Spotify. Most likely they're listening on Spotify to get this part. But yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right. Bye,
bye.
guys.
Bye bye. Take care. See you on the next episode.